Hello, BBJ here. Now, before we get going for the episode, I have some news for you. Firstly, this Saturday, the 10th of October, we will be at the Play Expo courtesy of Dark Cleo Productions. We'll be on stage at 1 p.m, so come on over to have a chance at playing the monkey yourself. If you're interested in hearing about this sort of monkey-related thing, then think about joining the mailing list on our website, themissingmonkey.com. It only takes a minute. We'll only send you mails about important monkey stuff, and we'll never, ever give your info to anyone else, especially the government. We're also running a Patreon campaign, so if you would like to become a monkey patron, go to patreon.com/themissingmonkey and sign up. And it can even be for as little as $1 per episode. Finally, since we're talking about video games, one of the Humble Bundles currently available is an indie pack, the proceeds of which go to Child's Play, a charity the Monkey has been supporting since episode 1 of Series 1. Don't believe me? Go listen. But before you do that, on we go to the Missing Monkey Geek Quiz Podcast Video Games Special! Everything electronic and beepy with flashing lights from the 50s up to the present day we're going to be tackling tonight. And for those of you joining us from the Play Expo, welcome, and I hope you stick around. Tonight we have playing 3 of the best video gamers in all of the world that I could convince to come on tonight. We have Mr. Peter Haystacks Jones. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm absolutely amazing. It's a wonderful day, and I've just finished Dishonored for the 3rd time running. What have you been playing?
I have been playing... I've been playing Smash Brothers again.
Right, well, we'll move on from that.
Fair
Liz, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm not doing too bad. This is your 2nd time on the Monkey, isn't it?
It is, yes.
And what have you been playing recently?
I've actually completed Sometimes Always Monsters, actually.
Sometimes Always Monsters.
Yes.
You've actually found a game I've never heard of. What's that on?
I'm rubbish at explaining, but I found it on Steam. It's quite good. It's an It's pretty much a role-play game adventure, so...
Okay.
I recommend it.
Talking of Steam, has anyone heard of Everybody's Gone to the Rapture? A game where you walk around and meet nobody.
No.
Because everybody's gone to the Rapture. Recently out on Steam. Laurie, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thanks. How are you?
I'm not so bad. This would be your first time on the Monkey, would it not?
That it is, yeah.
And what have you been playing recently?
Utterly mainlining Warframe quite a lot with...
That's tanks and things, isn't it?
It's power-armoured space ninjas.
Well, that's me told. Power-armoured space ninjas.
Yeah, it's kind of you're in this sort of set of power armor called a Warframe, and it gives you various abilities like lightning or fire or whatever, depending on which one you equip, and you slaughter your way through hordes of dudes and to get better weapons. Any
pirates or Klingons or anything around there? Catgirls, possibly? Well, if we get into space pirate ninja... Oh, I give up. Right, I think it's time we dig into round 1. Round 1 is 15 questions on the buzzer. If you get a question right, you and only you will be asked a follow-up question. As usual, there's plenty of time to jump in, steal points, and cheat. But we have a judge with a shotgun. We're not cheating tonight. Right. I think it's time we checked out the buzzers. Are your buzzers working? Liz? Laurie? Haystacks? Round 1. Fight. Actually, I was trying to think today about fighting games where you had 3 people on the screen at the same time, and the only one I could think of was Yi Ar Kung Fu. And that's going back a bit. Question 1. From what game is the phrase, all your base are belong to us? Yeah, that's... Go on, Laurie.
I want to say Counter-Strike, but that might just be a shot in the dark.
If they do mention it on Counter-Strike, they're doing it in reference to this much older game. Haystacks.
Is it called Zero Flight? It's an old Mega Drive game.
Zero Flight sounds a bit too much like Alpha Wing with the... No, it's not.
Yeah.
But you're very close. Liz, do you want to take it?
God, no. I just remember it on Newgrounds.
It's Zero Wing. All right, question 2. Which game Which game was developed by students at MIT in 1962 and was the forerunner of Asteroids? Haystacks.
I was about to say Pong. I got that
No,
wrong.
Pong's from the 50s, dude.
I know.
Right, or at least table tennis, as it was. Right, Pong came out a bit later. Anyone? You can press the buzzer, Liz.
Tetris?
No, Tetris is much later than that. It's pretty much the first named video game, and it was Space War. All right. Well, we'll go a bit closer to up to date, shall we? Who was the only dragon to dodge the attack from Gnasty Gnorc that crystallised the other dragons? Haystacks.
Spyro.
Spyro the Dragon. Well done, we're off the duck. You've got a point.
Yay.
Your follow-up question. Who is Spyro's sidekick? Floats around like a little fairy, a bit like Navi.
Yeah.
But not.
No.
Much less annoying.
Yeah.
Come on. Dead air.
Sparks.
It was Sparks. Well done. Question 4. Carnis Carnem Edit was the original UK name for which game? Haystacks.
Bully.
Bully it was. It was Bully in the States, but then it eventually became known as Bully over here as well. Yeah, you follow up?
Mm-hmm.
What was Lilat Wars known as in the US? Anything?
Nah, I don't know that one.
Go on, Laurie, what was it?
Star Fox 64.
Yeah, Star
It was Star Fox. Right. Well done, you just don't get a point for it.
First one I knew.
Question 5. With a Metacritic rating of 96%, this has been claimed to be the best rated and most loved movie tie-in video game ever. Haystacks again. Go.
Spider-Man 2.
Not a chance. Have you played that horrible drivel? Come on, much better than that. We're talking on the N64 here.
Oh.
Obviously, yeah. Go on.
Oh no.
Go on. Give it a guess. Laurie.
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. Well done. Have a point.
My brother used to beat me on that.
All right. Your follow-up. What was the spiritual successor to GoldenEye? Also by Rare from 2000.
Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark. Have a point. Question 6. Hillis mining planet was besieged by the Doms or Domz and was saved by Jade in which game? It's a really good game, this. If you've not heard of it, you need to go and get it right now.
Middle of a quiz.
It's on the PlayStation 2, but it's been recently re-released on the Xbox Live Arcade. It's Beyond Good and Evil.
Oh, it is a game I need to replay.
It's
It really
a
is.
wonderful game. Question 7. Name any four of the 8 different types of lemmings. Haystacks.
Climbers, stoppers, fallers, bashers.
Climbers, stoppers are blockers, I'll give you that. All of them fall, so I'd want some better than faller.
I thought the ones with the umbrellas.
The ones with the umbrella, I'll give you that one, because all of them can fall, but only the ones with the umbrellas are
Builders.
the floaters.
Yeah.
Climbers, floaters, bombers, blockers, builders, bashers, miners and diggers. You got the point. All right, your follow-up. For what system was Lemmings originally released on the 14th of February 1991? It came out on everything after that, but the first system it was released on.
Was it? I want to say Spectrum.
No, it wasn't the Spectrum. It was the Amiga. It was. All right, question 8. What family name connects Cranky, Chunky, Lanky, Tiny, and others? They all have the same last name. And they're all in a few of the games. Nothing?
No.
No one want to
Can you
make a
repeat the
guess?
question?
All right. Family name. Family members including Cranky, Chunky, Lanky, Tiny, and a few others. I might even throw in the really obvious one.
Kong.
Kong. Cranky Kong, Chunky Kong, Lanky Kong, Tiny Kong, Diddy Kong, and Donkey Kong. Your follow-up. In what game did Diddy Kong, Conker, Banjo, and others go up against Whizpig?
Diddy Kong Racing.
Diddy Kong Racing. Question 9. Dr. Yi Sushong created protectors made from genetically enhanced humans grafted into heavy diving suits which were called what? Haystacks?
Big Daddies.
Big Daddies. And the game?
Bioshock.
Bioshock. All right, you follow?
Okay.
What were the two different Big Daddies called in Bioshock 1?
Bouncers and... Bouncers, the one with the drills.
Right.
The ones with the guns were called...
Going to have to push you. If not, hit you.
No, you guys hit me.
Rosie.
Ah.
Bouncer and Rosie. They were named after the little sisters.
Yes.
All right. Question 10. Decay, Opposing Force, and Blue Shift were expansions for what game? I would have thought it'd be given away with Opposing Force. Or Op 4.
I think Liz does know it. Her hand knew it.
Yeah.
Going for the
I think a hand knows a lot of the games. Haystacks.
Counter-Strike.
No. Liz, come on.
Everything's a blur.
You've been thinking too much about the wrong things, haven't you?
No.
Oh, brain meltdown. Anything? It was Half-Life. They were the 3 original expansions for Half-Life. That and Team Fortress.
On my Steam.
Yeah. Question 11. In which game would you find yourself in locations like the Menagerie, the Central Cavern, the Cold Room, the abandoned uranium workings, the ore refinery, and the wacky Amoebatron?
Portal.
Liz? No, it's not Portal. Well done on coming in, but no. It's a really old game, this one. I think this one actually did come out on Spectrum at one point.
Right.
I played it on the BBC. Anything? Haystacks?
Is it Dark Caverns? No. The one where you get eaten by a Gru.
No.
Okay.
Laurie? Nothing?
I haven't a clue now.
Manic Miner. Alright, question 12. Give me the 5 Guitar Hero colours. Oh, I don't know. Judge's decision. Liz?
Blue, orange, yellow, red,
And?
green.
Yeah. There you go.
Hey, got a point.
You got a point. Alright, your follow-up. 5 bands have lent themselves to Guitar Hero and Rock Band individual games. Give me 3 of those 5.
Metallica.
Is one. Metallica's from Guitar Hero.
Yeah. It's not that one. Oh no. It's all melted.
Yeah. Stop covering your mouth
sorry.
because the microphone ain't
Sorry,
going
it's
to
all
pick anything
melted.
up.
Lacuna Coil.
No.
Have
I've never heard of that.
you not?
No. I don't think it
No,
warrants a full
They've got
band
one
game.
song. They've got one song on Guitar Hero.
A lot of bands have got one song on Guitar Hero. I even tried to play Through the Fire and Flames at one point. I failed.
See, I've got the Metallica one.
Okay.
But I can't remember the other ones.
So you're giving up?
I'm gonna have to, I think.
Okay, it was. Go on, Haystacks.
Aerosmith did one.
They did?
Beatles did one for Rock
They did.
Band. And... no, they were the ones I can remember.
Green Day and Van Halen are the extra 2.
Green Day.
Green Day did a rock band game. Some people like Green Day, you know.
Some people have no lives.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh, amazing.
I'm kidding.
All right.
Oh, no.
No,
Ruth
don't
doesn't like that one.
I take back my statement.
It's a shame we don't allow negative points on this. Question
sorry.
13. Who was tasked with opening the 1,000-year door? You know, these questions aren't supposed to be this hard.
They'll fly through round 3.
Absolutely. Round 3 is just going to fly straight through, but these is not really that hard.
No,
The video games listening in are just shouting
Yep.
right now.
probably.
The 1,000-year door. The game was
I'm
called
so sorry,
The
everyone.
1,000-year door. No,
No.
it was called Paper Mario, The 1,000-year door.
Of
Oh,
course it
God,
was.
yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a really good game. All right, question 14. In 1999, what was the name of the first 3D real-time strategy game? And we're looking at the walls again.
No. Wait.
Well, we can't wait for all night. Come on, Haystacks.
3D strategy game.
3D, the first 3D.
StarCraft.
No.
That's nice.
Mm. Anyone? It was Homeworld.
Not played that.
That's a new one for me.
It's very famous. Trust me, it's very famous. I got told. Right, question 15. Last individual question of the round. Once upon a time, there was an egg that wore nothing more than hiking boots and boxing gloves that travelled through Treasure Island, the Crystal Kingdom, and then Fantasy World. Name that egg. And you really ought to be ashamed of yourselves if you don't know the name of the egg.
I should probably leave.
All of you.
Sorry.
Cred.
It was made by Codemasters and his name was Dizzy.
Oh, God.
All right. Let us ashamedly look at the scoreboard for round 1. With a sum total of 30 points up for grabs. Liz, you've scored 1.
On sufferance.
Sorry.
Laurie, you've scored 4. Haystacks, you're not doing much better, you're on 5. You know what, I'm just calling it there. That's the end of round 1. I'll see you in a minute for round 2. Goodbye.
This is Tregard.
And I'm Lord Fear.
And this, you are listening to... No, we fucked it.
Tregard fucked it.
I fucked that.
And welcome back to the Missing Monkey Geek Quiz Podcast video game special. It's time for round 2, especially since I've taken all the players out and given them a good dunking to get the brains in order. Round 2 is the specialist subject round, and as usual, we've arranged by means of monkey knife fight who's going first, second, and third. Haystacks, you're going first this time.
Yay.
Haystacks, your subject for the video game special is Final Fantasy VII.
Yep.
A game that I never finished. I got stuck on a boss battle and gave it up after 700 hours worth of play.
Wow.
Well, it felt like that long. You ready?
Probably.
Okay. Question 1. What's the name of Cloud's weapon?
Buster Sword.
The Buster Sword. Well done. Have a point. Barrett and Tifa are members of which organisation?
Avalanche.
Yep. What are 4 of the 5 main types of materia? And I want the colours as well.
All's blue. Or support.
Support.
Support blue.
Yep.
Summons are red.
Yes, they are.
Magic are green.
Yes, they are.
And extra abilities are yellow.
Um,
Things like steal and morph and...
They're commands.
Ah.
But they are yellow, yeah, I'll give you that one. That's so that's 4. Well, do you know the 5th?
Is it a specific colour for the... is it a specific colour for the master materia?
No, they are independent materials, and they are pink or purple, depending on what your cathode ray tube is showing you. All right, question 4. What's the objective of Cloud's first mission with Barrett and Tifa?
To blow up the Mako reactor.
Indeed. What's the name of the energy Mako reactors tap?
Is it life energy? The life stream?
Nearly. One last shot.
No, I don't know what it is.
It's the life force. What's the name of Tifa's bar?
Heaven's Fist?
Nope.
No, I can't remember that one.
Seventh Heaven. Where did they first meet Kate Sith? However you pronounce that one.
It's Golden Saucer.
It is. All right. The gold saucer has 7 squares. Give me 4 of them.
Speed Square?
Is 1.
Of
Where you get your speed from?
course. There's the Game Square.
Game Square's not called the Game Square.
There's the Ghost Square. Which
There is the Ghost Square. That's where you get your ghost from.
There's the Battle Square.
Yep, that's 3.
And
Come on, one more.
I want to say no. Is it Central Square? Where
No.
the trains are? Oh.
No, that would be the...
Train Square.
No.
No.
What do you mainly do when you go to the Gold Saucer?
Gambling.
On.
Slots. No.
There's the Wonder Square. There's the Event Square. There's the Round Square, the Speed Square, the Battle Square, the Go Square, and the Chocobo Square. If you didn't spend most of your time there chocobo racing, then you're wasting your life.
I thought it was a Speed Square.
No, the Speed Square is where you get the speed from.
Of course.
Question 9. What is materia made from?
Crystallized life force.
And the life force is commonly known in the game as?
Mako?
Yes. There you go. What's the name of Sid's airship?
The Highwind.
Yes. Where did Cloud and Tifa grow up?
Middleheim.
Pardon?
Middenheim.
No, keep going.
Middleheim?
You're almost there, but you got...
Nibelheim.
Nibelheim.
Yes.
There you go.
The bees.
Well, it began with an N as well.
Yeah.
See, now you're just getting touched.
I am also being picky on the actual use of the correct word.
Yeah, true. Fair enough. No, fair enough. Fair enough.
All right. Okay, question 12. Aerys is the last surviving member of which race?
The Sierra?
Nearly. Again, I'm wanting words that are correct.
But I'm trying to really pronounce them all now.
Well, it's definitely not that.
No. I can't remember, I'm sorry.
It's the Cetra.
Cetra.
Right? There's definitely a T in there somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Who actually killed Aerys?
It was a Sephiroth clone. It was Genova.
It was. In the form of...
Sephiroth.
Indeed. Name 2 of Sephiroth's 4 signature attacks.
Mamusa, which is the sword, and I think he had...
Wasn't Mamusa of the Lion King? Do you mean Masamune?
That's the one.
Is the sword, that's not actually an attack. That's not a signature attack.
One-Winged Angel. Oh, that's the name of the music. No, I can't remember, I'm sorry.
Supernova, Heartless Angel, Octaslash, sounds like a game in and of itself, and Shadow Flare.
No.
Alright, final question. Not directly Final Fantasy VII, but I thought I'd throw it in there anyway because it amused me.
Fair enough.
Why is Final Fantasy called Final Fantasy?
I really wish I knew that, actually.
It always confused me for ages. What Final Fantasy 2?
Is it because each game's unique and each game has its own story?
No. Final Fantasy, the original one, was the last game from Square before they went bust. And then apparently it sold, so they made another one and another one and kept going. But that I thought we'd throw that one out there just to educate people. Yeah. And you have scored a further 9 points, bringing your total up to 14. Well done.
I'm quite impressed.
Right, Liz.
Yay!
Hello.
Hello!
You're playing on the Discworld video games.
Yes.
Right. And, well, we can see which ones are focused on as we go through. Are you alright with this?
A little bit nervous.
You ready? Okay. Question 1. Name the protagonists of Discworld 1, 2 and Noir.
It's Rincewind for 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And then it's Luton.
Indeed. The Disc's first and only private investigator.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Alright. Let's hit Discworld 1. Who demands Rincewind acquire a dragon detector?
It's the Arch-Chancellor.
It is. How does Rincewind travel through time in the game?
Using L-space.
Yep. How does Rincewind enhance the romance of the dragons?
Using a love potion custard pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know the name of the male dragon in that?
Oh, it's Mambo 16.
Yeah, that wasn't for a point.
16.
That was just me talking. But
or
yeah, well
M16.
done. Indeed. All right. What happens if you bother Nanny Ogg's sheep?
Ooh. Oh, I've not actually gone out of my way to do that.
It's one of those hidden little
I know what it
extras.
is.
Go on.
It's if you bother it, then then Rincewind swears.
He does. Do you know what he says?
Am I allowed to say it?
Yeah.
Fuck. He wanted to be the first character to say fuck.
In a video game.
In a video
He
game.
does indeed. I'll give you that point. Bother a sheep and swear.
Yep.
All right. Question 6. Now, you've actually done your research, so I'm thinking this isn't as impossible as I thought it was. Round 1, apparently that's impossible. This one, we'll go with. How does Rincewind steal the fishmonger's belt buckle?
Oh, this one's horrible. He puts an octopus into the toilet as well as custard, and then he goes...
The love custard.
Oh, the love custard, yes,
Yep.
the love custard. And then he goes out and puts some prunes next to the caviar,
Yeah.
which he loves to eat caviar. So
Yeah.
eat it. He goes into the toilet, gets
Has a fun time with
has
an
a fun
octopus
time with
in
the octopus,
toilet.
and then he gets the belt.
He reaches under the door.
Yeah,
and
reaches
gets,
under
okay,
the door.
that's more than enough detail.
That's definitely enough detail.
I have to congratulate you. I did throw that one in as a gag, but no, you got it. Fair enough. All right, let's hit Discworld 2. What's the name of the song that Eric Idle wrote and performed for Discworld 2?
That's death.
That's Death. How does Rincewind attempt to make Death popular?
By making him a star.
A star of the...
Clickies.
Indeed. Who sets the jobs while Rincewind is filling in for Death?
Who? Sorry, say it again.
While Rincewind is filling in for Death,
Yep.
who sets him his tasks?
Oh, Albert.
Yeah. What animal is Rincewind to collect the souls of 1,000 of?
I think it's ants.
It is. You're just steaming through these. Question 11. Which comedian voices Luton?
Is it Rob Brydon?
It is.
Yeah.
Question 12. Who are the only 2 members of the Watch we meet in Discworld Noir?
Oh, say that again, sorry.
We meet 2 members of the Watch in Discworld Noir.
Oh, yeah.
Which 2?
Nobby Nobs
And?
and Vimes.
Indeed. What's the name of Captain Jenkins' ship?
Oh, bugger.
Oh, we finally got one! Oh, I thought we had a clean sweep on the road.
Oh, what's it called?
No pressure.
No pressure. Den.
It's-
Go on, tell us.
It's
I'm not coming back to it.
That's the book he was in. It was Jingo.
I'm going to have to push you.
SS Mary?
No, it's not.
What is it?
I really did think we were on a
Oh, I was
clean
doing
sweep
so
here.
well.
It was the Milker.
It was the Milker. Oh my god.
And it's not a side note either, it's a big ship
It
thing
is
that
a
you have to
massive
get
Milker.
onto, right? What's the name of the troll singer at the Octarine Parrot?
That is. Oh, no, I've brained. It's not Therma, is
No.
it? Oh man.
Oh, you
Since
were
I've
doing
messed.
so
Yeah,
well.
I know her
You broke
name.
the chain. You give up?
Yeah, I give up.
Sapphire.
No.
All right. Final question. Question 15. In total, 5 games have been made under the Discworld banner. Yeah, I'll have to rewrite that in a book later. Name the other 2.
5 games have been.
There have
made.
been 5 video games listed as Discworld.
That's Colour of Magic from ZX Spectrum.
Indeed. What's the 5th?
The other one is, I think it's Unseen University.
No, it's not.
Um.
I played this at university. I didn't get very far, but I did play it a bit at university.
Oh.
For those of you
Good
keeping
age.
track, that's 1994 and 1995.
Oh. Let's see.
I'm going to have to push
Yeah,
you.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure.
It's the Discworld MUD. Multi-user dungeon.
Of course it is.
Yeah. You did so much
Can I get a
research
half
on it.
mark on
No,
that
you
one?
can't. We don't do half marks on this game.
Oh.
Well, that adds another 12 to your score, bringing your score all the way up to 13. Well done. Laurie.
Hello.
Your specialist subject is Mass Effect.
Haven't played it in months and regretting choosing it.
Yeah. Now, if I remember rightly from my days of playing Mass Effect, can't you go to any of the consoles in the Citadel and pull up a few encyclopedias worth of information on that one?
There is an entire codex of God knows how much backstory, yeah.
Well, good luck with this. Question 1. Name 4 of the 6 character classes that you can start as.
Adept,
What?
Sentinel, Engineer, Soldier.
Okay, the other two?
Infiltrator
And?
and Vanguard.
Yeah, absolutely. How often is there a Reaper purge?
Every 50,000 years.
Yep. Who's the pilot of the Normandy?
Jeff Joker Moreau.
I'd have gone with Joker, but yeah, you get the... All right, we're on. Question 4.
Let them run.
Yeah. How do you create a mass effect field?
With element 0.
And what do you do to
You
it?
bombard it with dark particles.
It's not the description I found, but it's... You run a current through it. I'm tempted to give it because it's the element 0. Element 0 is essentially the important part. Right. What's the name of the SSV Normandy's ATV?
The Mako.
Okay, what's the first bit of it? It is the Mako. Everybody calls it the Mako, but it's got a little code at the beginning of it. No,
Can't remember it now.
it's the M35 Mako. But Mako's good enough. Is it? Alright. I'm saying it's good enough. Where did humanity first discover Prothean technology?
On Mars.
Yep. Name 3 of the 5 Milky Way galaxy sectors.
Terminus systems.
Yep.
The Atacant Traverse.
Is 2.
The Hades Gamma sector? Is that,
No.
no, that's further down. Terminus systems.
There's 2 that are kind of linked. So I asked for 3. Nothing?
It's just gone completely now.
You're missing the inner and outer council space and the alliance space. Alright, who created the Geth?
The Quarians.
Yep. For which disease did Saren discover a cure?
The Genophage.
Yep. How do you scan for planetary resources in Mass Effect 2?
You launch probes.
You do. What is the Asari homeworld?
Thessia.
Yep. What's the difference between a primary and a secondary relay?
A secondary relay only links to a primary links to a whole bunch.
Not quite. You want another shot at that? No.
Not sure now.
Primary is 2 link gates that can go pretty much as far as you like. A secondary is omnidirectional, but it only has a range of up to 100 light years. Who created the Reapers? Or more to the point, who is the creator of the Reapers?
It would be the Leviathans or the Catalyst.
The Catalyst, that's what I was after. Alright. Fairly sizable crew on the Normandy. I want you to give me the names of the Solarian, the Quarian, and the Geth.
Morden Solus.
Is the Solarian.
Talizora Naraya or Talizora Vas Normandy, depending on...
Is the Quarian.
And the Geth Legion.
Yes, absolutely. Alright. After numerous battle simulations, on which station is Shepard given a retirement home? If you live to the end of it.
Is it on the Citadel?
No, it's not. I will throw you the ball that this one was...
Citadel.
There was DLC.
I'm trying to think, yeah.
Grand prize at the end of
Overlord?
DLC. Have a retirement home. Nope.
It's the only DLCs I can remember.
Pinnacle Station.
Oh, yeah.
You got it now?
Yeah.
Right. Well, you did quite well out of that. You scored 12 points also, bringing your score all the way up to 16. Well done. You're in the lead. And there, we call an end to round 2. I think it's time to just have a quick break, and we'll be back in just a second for round 3. Goodbye.
This is Tragard,
And this is Lord Fear.
and you are listening to The Missing Monkey.
Good choice.
And welcome back to the Missing Monkey Geek Quiz podcast video game special. It's time for round 3. Round 3 is just 15 questions on the buzzers. Are your buzzers still working, Liz? Laurie? Haystacks?
Yeah.
Round 3. Fight! I still like saying that. Question 1. What nationality is Flappy Bird's creator Dong Nguyen? Haystacks.
Is he Japanese?
No. Liz?
Korean?
No. Laurie? They're in roughly the right area, just pick one.
Chinese.
No, he's Vietnamese. Question 2. What 3 peripherals would you need to play J.K. Rowling's PS3 games, The Book of Spells? Haystacks?
You need the Wonder Book,
Yep.
a PlayStation eye camera
Yep.
thing, and is it the wand?
It is the wand, I'll give you that one. It's the eye, the move, and the wonder book. Right? But yeah, the wand, the...
Lollipop.
Question 3. Who is Assassin's Creed's longest running historical protagonist? Laurie.
Ezio Auditore.
Indeed, have a point. Question 4. In which game would you play Faith, free running over the roofs of the city? Laurie.
Mirror's Edge.
Indeed, have a point. Eddie Riggs goes from roadie to rock god.
Brutal Legend.
Brutal legend. What geographical location is the setting for Fallout 3? Laurie.
Washington, D.C.
Indeed, the capital wasteland. Who is the hero of Oak Vale? Laurie.
The Fable 1 protagonist.
Indeed. Right. Whatever you've called him. Or her. Question 8. Can you play her in Fable?
Not in Fable 1.
Right, okay. Question 8. The Freelance Police, an anthropomorphic dog and a hyperkinetic rat...
Sam and Max.
Indeed, have a point. What games company was founded by Nolan Bushnell? And here we fall off the question. He's one of the main stars of getting video games off and running. I'm going to push it. Go on.
Atari.
Indeed, have a point. He also started Chuck E. Cheese.
What's
I think as a side note, but there you go. Question 10. Flying jet planes through lava tunnels in Volkmeyer's Inferno is the hardest level in possibly the most challenging, at least notorious. Haystacks.
Battletoads.
Battletoads, have a point. In the link between worlds, portals open between Hyrule and... Lowrule. Laurie gets a point. Question 12. How long was the development life cycle for E.T. on the Atari in 1982? Haystacks.
3 years.
No.
18 months.
No.
12 months?
No. You're all massively overguessing this one. It was 6 weeks. Question 13. In Bomberman, what's the function of the Power Glove pickup? Haystacks.
Pick up bombs and throw them.
Indeed. Question 14. How fast did Grand Theft Auto 5 take to earn $1 billion in sales? Laurie.
Week. Was it 1 week?
No, it wasn't. Haystacks.
1 weekend. 2 days.
No. Liz.
5 days.
3 days it was. Last question. We started with quotes, we'll finish with a quote. Because I found this and it made me laugh. Which game finished with the line, "Congratulation, you have completed a great game and proved the justice of our culture. Now go and rest our heroes." On the NES, it was 1988. It's possibly one of the worst bits of dialogue translation I've ever heard of in my life. It's famous across the internet. Give me a guess.
Is it the original Gauntlet?
No, it isn't. Either of you two?
I'm trying to think, rest your heroes.
I'm trying to think old NES games.
Yeah.
I had a NES, but bloody hell, it was like...
It was Ghostbusters. If you're ever in the mood, just type in the words
Ghostbusters.
Nice try.
That not cheating.
Oh.
It was a very good effort, but no cheating. If you're ever in the mood, go onto Google and just do a search on the word congratulation. Right, well, it's time for the final scores. We didn't do too badly on round 3. Round 3 only had 15 points on offer, and 11 of them got soaked up. In third place, Liz. You pulled it back with your personal round,
yes,
but you didn't manage to get much further. You got another 1 point, bringing your score up to 14. Well done. It's only 2 points difference. Pete, You got 19 points. Laurie, you got 21. Today's winner is Laurie. Congratulations and well done, Haystack. She just didn't win this time. But here we go. Here's the solid gold medal, not at all made out of plastic. Laurie, on your first time on the Monkey, have the prize. You are tonight's winner. Right, you can cool your brains down now. You can stop worrying about things. Stop stressing.
Feel less shame after round 3.
Melts.
Right, well, I think tonight's round table is going to be on the subject of video games, what you has played that nobody else has ever heard of. Right? I mean, the game that I absolutely love, I try and push it on people as often as I can, but they've never heard of it. It's called 999. 9 rooms, 9 people, 9 hours. And it starts as an escape the room game. It's very Japanese, based on a mock-up of the Titanic, if that's such a thing, or on some sort of ship. And then people start dying in brutal and horrible ways, including the player. Right? It's a nonnery game, if that makes no sense to you. Go and play it. It's an amazing game, and it's followed up by an even better game called Virtue's Last Reward, which is on the 3DS. Liz, what have you been playing? What game have you played in your life that you can't try and tell people about and they've just never heard of it?
I would say Devil Dice would be the one.
That'd be on PlayStation 1.
There is a PlayStation 1 game. If you like dice, if you like puzzles, and if you like cute, adorable creatures, they're
the little demon things.
They're little demons.
They
They're
ride
so
on top
cute.
of the dice and bounce them around, and you've got to make up patterns and
they
things.
make adorable noises when they die.
That's a detail I don't remember.
Oh.
Haystacks, go on. What have you played?
The Stanley Parable.
That's quite famous, but I'll give it you. No, I really want to play that myself.
It's really fun. It is, free choice. There is some.
There's
maybe,
no villains, no bad guys, no shooting, no nothing. It's just follow the sound of the voice down the corridor, isn't it?
Yep. There's also possibly the adventure line as well.
Okay. I've been meaning to pick it up for a while, but it does involve having a machine that works.
It's a very, very fun and interesting game, and I highly recommend it.
Laurie, go on.
An old favourite of mine from my Mega Drive days was Jainoog.
Right, this one, you finally stumped me. What the hell is that?
It's a side-scrolling shooter game where you play as a sort of winged angel thing, flying through a variety of really odd environments and things and shooting at various enemies, most of which appear to be just faces with wings attached, and you pick up power-ups, you shoot things, and you keep going through. I spent many an hour in my youth trying to beat that game and never managed it.
Jainoog.
Yeah. Gynoug.
Okay, well that's going to help me put it onto the link dump. Right. Well, I think that's it. I think we are done with the Missing Monkey video game special. If you're here for the first time, welcome. If you're not here for the first time, welcome also. I don't care. Right. We love you, all the best. Thank you very much for listening, and we will see you next time. Take care.
The Missing Monkey is a Seven Monkey Productions production. This week's guests were Peter Haystacks-Jones, Laurie Saffin and Liz Reel. Your host was John Scholes, the judge with the shotgun was Muriel McGrath, sound editing by Jim McGrath of Technovoce, and web support by Joe Higton. For the Twitterati, Technovoce can be found at Technovoce. The Missing Monkey can be found at Dr. Missing Monkey. Like us on Facebook, rate us on iTunes, or email us at bigbadjohn@themissingmonkey.com with your comments and suggestions. Finally, if you'd like to become a patron of The Missing Monkey, head over to patreon.com/themissingmonkey for more information on how to go about it. Thank you for listening, and keep on with your own special brand of geekiness, even if you do take an arrow to the knee.
That was The Missing Monkey. Goodbye.